Patrice here. I wanted to go over something that had come up today when I was doing a clubhouse. And FYI on that, every Monday at 1 o'clock, you can come hear myself and the fabulous, talented Whitney Doucette talk about different vocal tips, different vocal problems that people run into. We've had a great time helping a variety of people have come in with questions about their voice and things that they are struggling with, and we've been able to do our best to give them our best tips and tricks and just technical things that they could be running into. So every Monday, 1 o'clock, Clubhouse, come hang out with us. You can also, as a side note with that, send us a video or an audio of you singing, and if there's something specific you are looking to have critiqued, let us know and we'll give it an evaluation. So that being said, the thing that came out that I think is super important to address with everyone is the idea someone was having vocal issues and they were asking about how to bring their voice back, and they got an 80% there. But so we were going over some technical things they could do, but their journey to come to understand what was wrong with their voice was very interesting to me, because I think it's super important that when we have vocal injury, that we not only address if we were out technique, but if there were some things physically that were happening to us that needed to be addressed. So outside of just, okay, my breathing correctly, I open my mouth, all these fabulous things, there's other things that could be contributing to that. So even if you were doing those things, that might be leading to vocal blowout, inflamed vocal cords, nodules, those things there. And a few of them that I would like to mention are acid reflux. If you have an issue with that, that can burn your voice out. So you should look into how to resolve that for yourself. It could be certain foods you're eating. This individual had a chronic sinus affection, which was very interesting, that it was they had to go through multiple different layers of people to ultimately come to that. And since handling it, they've now recovered about 80% of their voice. So Whitney brought up the great point of you have to be your biggest advocate. You need to make sure that you go down, ears, nose, ears, throat specialist, maybe even just make a point once a year, just like you would do for a physical, is go check with one of those guys. If you are if you're regularly performing, then you most definitely should do that. There's also really great, make it sure in this dry, wherever you are, whether it's super cold and you have the heat blasting, or it's super warm and you have the AC, humidifiers. There's also really great things where you can just put over yourself. I'll make sure to ask them, but like that you can get the moisture. It's like almost like a mini humidifier for yourself. A lot of famous singers have those as well. So outside of the technical end, what I want to kind of drive home with you all is the idea that we want to make sure other physical things are in shape, that we are, there's nothing happening in through here that could be leading to vocal damage, acid reflux, and obviously, yes, there is the technical end of things, like if you're constantly holding things, and you're doing a and you're hitting your high notes and you're struggling here, that's not going to help you. So I hope this helps, so that you're not only thinking, if you are having some vocal problems, yes, I'd start with technical end of things and go, okay, great. Is it this, and this when it comes to how I'm singing? If you're still running into problems, I would definitely check and consult with a specialist who can kind of scope your vocal cords and see what's happening there. And they might have also a clue to other things that could be happening. So onward we go. Hopefully you all are doing well. And this is just kind of like a little side note for you to keep in your pocket, but you're all vocally thriving. And again, I would highly recommend maybe once a year to go check out with a specialist, just to make sure everything